Hey guys, welcome back. It's Melissa, and today we are going through lots of empties. So we are supposed to go somewhere tonight and we're not. So I thought since I've got this look filmed here that I would go ahead and film my empties too, since I've got a little extra time and I've got like a whole bunch of empties here. A whole bunch of empties. And like I said, I did film this look, so it is either up or it's coming up. If it's up already, I will link it. But let's go ahead and get in because, whoa. So first I'm going to go ahead and start, well, I'm going to start with skincare, but we might kind of hop around because there's a lot of things in here. So I've got two of these eye makeup removers from Neutrogena. One of them is not done all the way, but I put them into a different bottle when I use them with like a little squeezy tube because it's just easier to get on the cotton ball and it's not as messy. So I really like those. I've got the Bitter Green Toner Mask from Skin Food. Really liked that as well. I got that off Amazon and I would definitely repurchase that. It is the toner that I used during the daytime and I just applied it right after I finished all my cleansing steps. It's supposed to be purifying and hydrating, and I enjoyed that, and it's a good price point. I also used up the Purity Made Simple Micellar Cleansing Water. I don't think that this is anything that great. It was like a sample size. I would not repurchase it. I think it's too expensive for what it is, and I think there are other products out there at a much cheaper price point that do just as good, if not better, of a job. I've been using a Neutrogena one since I used that up, and I think that one's better than the Purity one. So there's my thoughts on that. I used up an Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence from CosRx. I really like this one at night because it's really a thicker consistency, so it just gives a little extra hydration. And it's got that snail essence, which is really good for like repairing your skin. So I would definitely repurchase this. Right now, I have two that I'm using, one in day at night, but when I use that one up, I will repurchase that CosRx one because I think it's really good. I used up a Coola Sport 50 SPF. This I would definitely repurchase. This is probably my favorite sunscreen for using under makeup because it's thin enough. It absorbs pretty well. I do need to wait just a bit before I put a primer on so I don't get a ton of pilling with it, but I do really like it and I would repurchase that. It might be the only sunscreen that I would go outright and repurchase myself. I used up, oh, this is sad, I need to buy some more. Some of the Biore pore strips. And I do like these. I don't know that these specifically, they're more expensive and they're like ultra deep cleansing. Removes 2 times the deep pore clogs. I don't really think it does that. I think it's just works just as well as the other pore strips. And I use, it's like a foaming, it's from Dermalogica. It's like it's supposed to kind of clean your pores out, so I'll use that and open them up, and then I'll put this on after I use it, and I do feel like that's a product where I can say I do see the results to it, but I don't think it's any better than any other pore strip I've used before. I have used up a Murad Revitalixer Recovery Serum, a Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Power Essence Serum. These are both serums. These are just okay. I wouldn't necessarily go out and repurchase them. I think they're a little pricey for what they do. I think you're going to see this consistently with me, is I think you can get good skincare, especially from Korean brands, for a way more affordable price than some of those higher end brands are selling them to you at. So, like this Time Revolution, the first essence from Misha. This is my favorite essence, and I will definitely repurchase that. I currently have some that I got from FabFitFun. I think I got both of them there. I have a Hanskin one. No, I have an e.l.f. one that I got free with the gift with purchase. So I'm using those two now, but when those are done, I will repurchase the Misha one. This one, okay, this Strivectin Line Transforming Melting Serum. This was horrible to use. It was like so thick, and I don't know. I did not like it, and I would definitely not repurchase that. And the same goes with this Prevage Anti-Aging Serum. This one also smells really bad, and those are some really expensive serums, and I definitely would not spend my money on those at all. I used up a beauty blender finally. This one got to a point where it's got so many like little cracks and stuff in it that my makeup just doesn't apply as nice, and I was kind of wondering, I'm like, why is this makeup looking so bad? It's because my beauty blender was way too porous. So what else do we have in here? I used up an Aqua 5.5 Licorice pH Balancing Toner. If you guys saw my skincare updates, you know this is my absolute favorite. I talk about it all the time. I need to repurchase one like as soon as there's a sale at Selco Glam because I love that toner. I used up a True Blue Spa Paraffin Super Softening Hand Lotion. I would not repurchase this. I do not feel like it kept my hands moisturized at all. I just didn't really get a moisturizing effect from that, and that's what it's supposed to be for, so wouldn't repurchase that. I used up my Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. Love it. I did repurchase it. Where did I repurchase this from? It was like 66% off in the FabFitFun add-on sale. So yeah, I grabbed one of those. Even though I don't need one, you cannot find it that cheap. I used up the Elmis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. There are so many people that don't like the smell of this. It smells like sweet tarts, and it's like, it's the perfect consistency of lightweight but moisturizing. I wouldn't repurchase it because it's way too expensive, but I loved it. I used up the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Not my favorite, so I wouldn't repurchase it. The Chlorine Nutrition Mango Mask. Yes, I would repurchase this. I actually already have. I really, really like this mask. This is probably my favorite shower hair mask. I feel like I get the most soft hair from that mask of the different masks that I've tried. You guys, I used up so many things. I used up the Clean Zero Cleansing Balm, and I have repurchased this. This was also in the add-ons from FabFitFun. I think for $9, and they're usually $21. So I picked up 2 of those because I'm going to use them. I used up a Foot Fix Glycolic Acid Peel from Bed Bath & Beyond, and I have like 5 of these in stock because I like them so much. I'm almost done with another one actually. Next I've got the Klairs Vitamin E Sleeping Mask, something like that. I have another one that I've already repurchased. I use this whenever I use my vitamin C treatment at night, which is typically like 2 to 3 times a week depending. Vitamin E and vitamin C together kind of have like a synergistic effect as opposed to using them by themselves. I also used up a Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer. Love it. I would repurchase it if it was on sale. Actually, I think I might have another one of those. Do I? I might have gotten one on sale, like in a FabFitFun edit sale. I'm telling you, that is the best place to get skincare products because they've got some good products. Let's see what else I used up here. I used up the Ulta Full Coverage Liquid Concealer, and I think I have repurchased that. I think I have another one. I really like that one. I used up the Matte and Poreless from Maybelline. I would not repurchase this. I didn't feel like, I don't know, I didn't feel like it had good coverage, and I felt like it didn't stay on very well throughout the day, so I'm not a fan of that. I'm just pitching the e.l.f. lashes. I never recommend getting any e.l.f. lashes to anyone. They're like maybe a one-time use, but probably not even a one-time use. So save your money and get something more expensive. I used up the Mizon Snail Repair Eye Cream. I got this from Cosmetic Love. It's a Korean skincare website, and I did really like that. It was a really nice lightweight one to use during the day. I haven't purchased from that website in a while because I had some issues with it. I may try to in the future. I don't know that I would repurchase that. I feel like at this point there's so many different eye creams out there for me to try to see what's better. I would recommend that one though. Right now I wouldn't repurchase it, but I would recommend it. I used up the Clear Brow Gel from Anastasia, and I wouldn't repurchase it. not that great. I used up the superfood. Gosh, I used up, has it been that long since I've done an empties video? These are like rapid fire reviews here. Super Mood Ego Boost 1 Minute Facelift Serum with Chunga Mushroom. And this was just fine. I got this from a FabFitFun add-on or edit sale, and I don't think I would repurchase it even if it was in a sale. I didn't like it that much. My puppy liner from ColourPop has dried out. Another one bites the dust. I used up the Lorac Front of the Line Pro Liquid Liner. This is my favorite liquid liner ever. It is a brush tip applicator, and it's just a really good consistency between wet and dry, and it's very opaque. The brush is really thin, so it makes it easy to apply, so I really like it. It's what I have on today as well. I used up the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. This is the one that had the little tip like this, and I would not repurchase this one. I feel like because of the form of the tip, it kept breaking off way too easily, and I think that's the reason I used it up so fast, is because I lost half of it in breaking off. Next, the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I would not purchase this. If you want to know what it's like, it's very similar to like a L'Oreal. So it's similar to a L'Oreal Magic Illumi. So if you want a cheaper one, there's a cheaper one. If you want a better one, I would recommend the Laura Geller Spackle. It's similar in formula, but the Spackle is just a little more tacky to hold onto your foundation as opposed to that one. So I didn't feel like that was anything special. And I used up a Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. I used this one. It's for the eyes. It's way too thick for the under eyes in my opinion. I used it to conceal in this area here. It was a nice brush for that because it, show you it. It has like the brush there, but I wouldn't repurchase it for that fact because it's kind of expensive. I used up a thermal heat protectant spray from from Wella. I did really like that, and I would repurchase it. Next, I've got the Acai Berry Body Milk from Bath & Body Works, and I would repurchase that. I really like the formula and the scent, and it is like from their Pure line, so it's free of things that are in their other products. I used up a Duo Lash Glue. I didn't use up the whole thing, but it got to a point where it was like bringing out little chunks of glue, so I thought it's time to say goodbye to that one. Speaking of that, I need to purchase a new one before my other one ends up like that. I used up a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I wouldn't repurchase that for setting my makeup. I do use it for fixing spray for my shadows, but I wouldn't purchase it just for that fact because it's more expensive. I've just gotten a lot on sale. Or like I've gotten one in a boxy charm box. I've gotten one in a 21 Days of Beauty, so I don't ever pay full price for those. Whew. I am pitching this concealer from Sheer Cover. It smells a little rancid, so I think it's time to say goodbye to that. I am running out of space on my memory card. I used up my Born This Way foundation sample from Too Faced, and I think I would purchase this. It is very hard for me to say that I would purchase a foundation because there's so many that don't work for me, and now that I have found the L'Oreal Pro Matte, Infallible Pro Matte, it's really hard to like compete with that for me. The Born This Way though, I liked it. It did a good job. It was like the perfect combination of not too dewy, not too matte, not too thick, not too thin. Like a good amount of coverage. So I did enjoy that one, and it didn't move around on my face. I used up this sample of SK2 Essence, and definitely I would not purchase that. A full size of this is like $250. The Misha Time Revolution Essence is a dupe for that, so if you need a dupe. My teaspoon liner also dried out, so I'm saying goodbye to that as well. And deep breath. that was really fast, but there was a lot of stuff I wanted to get through, and my memory card is about to die on me. And you don't really want to hear me talk about empties for a long time. You just want to know if they're good and if I would repurchase them or not, or why. At least that's why I watch empties videos. So I hope this worked out for you guys. As always, let me know if you want to hear more, or I mean, I don't think I could really say too much less about these, but and if you like the format of my empties, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Please do subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.